And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Portland Trailblazers. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, there's a 12-game difference between them and the conference leaders, but they're still in the mix when it comes to the playoff discussion. And we're going to see All-Star Damian Lillard, one of the league's top scorers and a great leader, Kenny.
Great leader, deep range, and he's got that trigger. Bang! He could just, like, from anywhere at any time. You think he's running the offense, and all of a sudden, bang, he pulls up right in your face.
Look, he's got game. He got bars, too. You guys hear his album, Ernie?
Oh, Dame Dollar.
Oh,
yeah. No joke.
What was that? My favorite song on there. Man, I got to look up the name.
Don't say it. Legal's not going to clear it.
Oh, yeah. Just hold it.
Okay.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. That was the name of the song. Kevin Harlan will have the call.
Bars.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Whiteside.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an all-star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. The teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Aminu in at the small forward position. And he makes the first.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Gordon drops them both. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Now here's McCollum over Ross. McCollum no good. Got a piece of it. The pull-up. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, he's so solid and anticipating where misses are going. And Minu, he's crafty when it comes to crashing the glass.
That's a 2 from Lillard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Lillard. Now the pass to Vucevic. Pass to Aminu, over Ariza. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here's Ariza. The Magic getting the bucket. To the middle. Here's Whiteside, and the layup is good.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Fultz. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland, trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Right side up top. To the paint. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Whiteside.
Well, there's not much else the D can do. Ariza is too long inside, effortlessly getting off his shot just in time.
Fultz looking around. Passes it to Aminu. Deep 2 from Ross. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Cullen passes to Lillard. For 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Vucevic, and it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Ross against Lillard. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
And Lillard times these floaters perfectly. He rises up with these, letting the ball roll off his fingertips.
Outside Gordon. Back to Fultz. Now the feed to Gordon. That one falls. Gordon's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Right side, the pass to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. The Magic have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And finished off by Fultz.
Possessing the athleticism to hammer it down, you better check out Fultz. He's demonstrating how powerful he can be.
So it's Portland now. Lillard scanning the floor. Plenty of space. Lillard again missing.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Offensive rebound, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
He's off on the second. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Now here's Ariza. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta. Scooped up. Whiteside, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Gordon. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gordon's got 8.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Ariza has the open look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Now here's Lillard. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Shoots from 12, and the basket by McCollum.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Orlando leading by 9. And here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. Gordon against Anthony. 6 to shoot. Snatched up. Vucevic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Aminu against Ariza. Here's Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Fultz. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Al Hood, following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Fires for 3. Nurkic kicks to Lillard, and stolen by Fournier. Here's Isaac, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
That's good from Isaac. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh,
and
great.
I really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. And here's Augustine after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Pass to Isaac. Bamba against Nurkic. A baseline J. Here's Birch. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Here's Simons. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Collins passes to Simons. Clock at 6. Here's Collins. He's off on that one. And Orlando the other way now. Fournier with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Augustine, that's good.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 9 points. The pass to Hazania. And here's Collins. He's covered by Isaac. Shot clock at 5. And shot on the way. It doesn't go for him.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's the break. And it's Simons missing. Magic leading by 9. Here's Birch. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And Portland has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, Orlando. Collins passes to Simons. That one goes. Count it.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Magic shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Pass to Birch. There's 1:40 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Bamba finds Augustine. Bamba trying to break free. Another shot and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Portland. The Magic have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
.125 left here in the opening quarter. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Passes it to Simons. Launches it.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
First free throw is good.
Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. And the Blazers were looking for that third star. Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
Well, Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
Bamba's shot is off.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Simons. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nurkic. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Augustine looking around. The pass to Fournier. Pass to Bamba. The 3. Here's Birch. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina, Volanos. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Well, one way to generate more offense pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Simons. Augustine with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Augustine with the ball. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Poked away. Stolen by Bamba. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
That one is off.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
That one misses. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Passes it to Nurkic. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Augustine. To the right side. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Zach Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Rodney Hood. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Nurkic in the post. Vucevic on him. Nurkic the pass to Simons. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by Hazanya. Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kept alive. Here's Nurkic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Augustine, that's good.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Lets it go with a 3. Birch grabs the board. Magic leading by 5. Now Augustine. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic, how about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman, In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
So for the Magic, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Kem Birch. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ross in for Evan Fournier. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Riza comes in for Hezonja. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Good on both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And Lillard gets to Ariza. It's Whiteside, top of the key. And it's blocked by Gordon. And they'll keep possession.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Down low, Vucevic, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 9-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Fultz, he's checked in for Augustine. Orlando leading by 9. Gordon dishes to Fultz. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Gordon.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Tries it from 9. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now here's Fultz. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Magic leading by 7. To the inside. For 3, Ross. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. With the game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Oh, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. I mean, off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
And he's good on the second. Here's Fultz. The pass to Ross. Over McCollum. No good from Ross. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard outside. From deep. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 7 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The putback goes up again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
2 shots.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. That free throw good from Ross. And both free throws good for Ross. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. High arcing shot. Here's Whiteside. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Vucevic.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And Ross with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 14. Pass to Ariza. It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Magic have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. That free throw good from Ross.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been elusive. for opposing scorers with his reach. And Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
And Lillard gets to Ariza. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Ariza. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Whiteside. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
It's good from Gordon on the assist by Vucevic. And that's 12 points for Aaron Gordon.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard from outside. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ross. Rebounded by Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 19. He dishes it to Lillard to halt the run, and the layup is good. Lillard's got 9.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
And here's Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. To the middle. From 7, and it's Fultz getting it to go. Fultz has got his 2nd basket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio. And Lillard gets to Ariza. There's the lob to Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's Fultz, covered by Lillard. Anthony against Gordon. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Ariza. Stolen by Gordon. He feeds it to Aminu. Knocks it loose. And the turnover again by Orlando. If you're wondering who's been the best among the men in the middle, look no further. Here are the leaders in rebounding for the 2nd half of the season. Number 5 is Hassan Whiteside.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Gordon. Isaac's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Mario Hezonja checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Hood subbed in for McCollum. Inside, here's Birch.
So a moment now to see the story on Mohamed Bamba. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 13th in field goal percentage. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. And the first one drops. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 17-point game. Outside Hood. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Simons, guarded by Fultz. Just 4 to shoot. Kazanya's shot is off. Orlando leading by 17. Outside Fournier. To the inside. Birch. Collins with some nice D.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
No, just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" standing reach? Are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
And that one falls for Collins.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now, here's Fultz. Hezonja defending. Fultz, the pass to Birch. Pass to Isaac. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable putting.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Magic lead by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They're leading by 16. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they're winning all the 50-50 offensive boards. The rebound goes up. Everybody goes to get it, but only one person's coming down with it. And that's the guy with the extra effort, and it's been them tonight. That's why it's a blowout. These second chance opportunities, and they made the most of it.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Magic leading by 16. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Trailblazers trail by 16. McCollum outside. Over Gordon. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Gordon. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Lillard against Ross. From outside the arc. Tries to keep it alive. But they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Ariza. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 6 points for Trevor Ariza.
Well, just the blazing speed of Ariza coming in handy on break, really using his quickness to beat everyone to the rack.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And Vucevic kicks to Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
That's just the agility of Aminu. Outstanding at recognizing when to attack by driving inside.
Here's McCollum. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. There's the pass to Whiteside. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And that one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ross. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
And both free throws good for Ross. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Lillard. D right on him. It's Ariza on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Trailblazers keep it alive. Right side, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Ariza. Leaps for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Orlando, right now the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. And now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
9 feet out. Here's Ross. Vucevic trying to get open. No good from Ross. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Whiteside. To end the cold streak, Gordon with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 18. To the paint. Here's Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got 12.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard misses.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Ross dishes to Gordon. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in.
Checking out the numbers for Ross, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Gordon, shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against Augustine. Looking to end the run. That one, no good. And Orlando the other way now. And stolen by Whiteside. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A challenging stretch here for Portland. McCollum kicks to Whiteside. Poked loose. Lillard against Augustine. Lays it up off the glass. Augustine's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Whiteside with it. He's got 6. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And stolen by Gordon. Augustine against Lillard. Now Augustine. 8 points for him. Passes to Ross. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Whiteside. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Lillard against Augustine. Takes the 13-footer, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that's 15 points for Lillard. The Magic have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Lillard against Augustine. Dishes it to Vucevic. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Beyond the arc. Whiteside.
And that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Vucevic down low. Whiteside's there. And that one drops for him. 14 points for Vucevic.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's Lillard missing. Magic have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Gordon against Lillard. Pass to Aminu. Back to Gordon. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And a wide open look for McCollum. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Ross. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And it'll be his fourth time going to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Khem Birch comes in for Gordon. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Fournier subbed in for Augustine. And then for the Trailblazers, Mario Hezonja's checked in for Anthony. Hood comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And both free throws good for Ross.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Poked away. Ross with the steal. Here's Isaac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Nurkic. Birch grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be game one of a four-game road trip.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Nails the wide open jump shot. Simons has got 7 points. The Magic shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Ross. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 5th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. The first free throw is good. Collins checked in for Portland. No good on the second free throw. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's a look at the schedule for the Mets. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the Trailblazers shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Now, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Here's Birch. The shot from the low post is good. Birch has got 10.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Hood missed inside. Hood's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Isaac's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
The pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Carter Williams covering. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Trailblazers third.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Pass to Fournier. Bamba against Nurkic. Bamba passes to Isaac. 5 on the clock. Basket counts. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Passes it to Nurkic. Kicks to Hood. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Will it go? Here's Nurkic. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 5th rebound in this one. Isaac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Isaac. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Orlando. He's perfect from the line this time.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Magic shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Outside Fournier. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Collins. 7 points for Rodney Hood.
Not afraid to take chances. Hood is some nice handles and enjoys busting out these moves.
27 seconds left in the third. Right wing. Here's Birch. And the rejection by Collins. Isaac with the steal. Here's Birch. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Birch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And so it's Orlando with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a long game. It's a long game. But listen, we don't have a chance if we don't rebound and defend and give them second chance points. It takes too much out of us, all right?
Well, the message there, can't give up additional scoring opportunities.
He is on point with that. They have got to do a better job on the backboards, and right now, the effort is lacking.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Fultz, Ennis out there with Isaac, and it's a 1-2 in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Ennis. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And so here's Orlando. And here's Fultz. And the pass to Ennis. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. Little gets the bucket. Little's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. The Magic shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Pass to Birch. See whether if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope. And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching. Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fultz. And Portland with a change here, too. Trent's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Simons surveying the D. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Birch.
Well, doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Here's Simons. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Trent. Got a piece of it. Augustine with it. Got a piece of it. Here's Isaac. And the layup's good off the glass.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Here's Little, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
First free throw is good. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And finished off by Collins.
You must push Collins further away. When you don't, this is exactly what's going to happen.
Here's Augustine. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Feeds it to Ennis. Passes it to Vucevic. Shoots from the block. Down low. Birch uses the glass to finish the layup. Birch has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Augustine with the steal. Here's a 1-2. Here's Birch. Back to Augustine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simmons. The Trailblazers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Trent passes to Swanigan. It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to Ennis. Over Little. It's deflected. And the foul on Khem Birch. That's foul number 2 for him. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And the shot goes down. And that's 17 points for Lillard.
Look, the jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
Lillard against Augustine. To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Trent. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The shame you got to go to Embiid for Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Vucevic to the pass to a 1-2. Over Trent. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Augustine against Lillard. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Here's a 1-2. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Trent. Shoots. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is what college is going to give you, energy. Because of this, he draws these type of fouls.
And he knocks down the first one. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Trent, and the shot goes in.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Augustine passes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. The tray. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Trent can't hit.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game. And that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
The first one falls. The Magic making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. Hezonja, he's checked in for Portland. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. The Magic have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. At the elbow, Vucevic. Back to Carter Williams. Misses the 3. Portland's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Nobody near Lillard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Back to Carter Williams. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now Ennis. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Over to the wing. Trent passes to Swanigan, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And now here's Hezonja, and he's good on the three ball. Hezonja's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The pass to Vucevic. And they're running. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Gordon inside. Hezonja defending. And yes, it's good. And that's now 18 points for Aaron Gordon. .156 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Simons. Carter Williams covering. Here's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Pass to Vucevic. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And Vucevic kicks to Ennis. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And it's Vucevic missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Aaron Gordon.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simons. Carter Williams covering. Pass to Trent. From deep. And another three for Portland.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Evan Fournier. Hey, Evan, does a win like tonight's against this kind of competition show you how far you've come as a team?
Yeah, sure. You know, we obviously showing progress, but we want to be a very good team. We are very ambitious.
Nothing wrong with a little ambition, Evan. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.